Level 1, Aircraftman 2nd Class. You're 18. The siren is already screaming before you understand what it means. You're on an airfield in southern England, standing on wet grass with oil stains on your boots, watching black dots appear in the sky. They grow fast, too fast. You don't even have a rifle. You carry tools. You refuel fighters that land shaking, engines coughing like they're alive. Your pay is 2 shillings a day. It doesn't matter. Bombs fall before you finish counting them. You hit the ground. Dirt fills your mouth. When you stand up again, one of the hangars is gone. So is everyone inside. You don't ask names. You start working again. Level 2, Leading Aircraftman. You're 19. Now you understand the rhythm. Planes take off. Some don't come back. The ones that do are torn open. Bullet holes, shattered glass, blood on the cockpit frame. You help drag pilots out. Some are burned so badly you don't recognize them as human at first. You keep your face still. You learn to keep your face still. Promotion comes because there's no one else left who knows how to keep the airfield running under attack. Level 3, Sergeant Pilot. You're 20. They put you in the cockpit now. A hurricane first. Metal, fabric, noise. You grip the controls like they might disappear. Scramble order hits. No warning. You're airborne in minutes, climbing through cloud into sunlight, and then into them. German bombers, fighters above them. You don't think. You aim. You fire. The first time you see a plane explode mid-air, you freeze for half a second. That half second almost kills you. You learn quickly. Hesitation is death. Level 4, Flight Sergeant. You're 21. You've survived long enough that others start watching you. Your pay rises, but you barely notice. You're flying more sorties now, sometimes 5 in a day. Your body doesn't recover between them. You smell like oil and sweat permanently. You start recognizing patterns in the sky, formations, angles, mistakes. You exploit them. You also start recognizing something else. Fewer familiar voices on the radio. More silence between transmissions. You stop asking who didn't come back. Level 5, Pilot Officer. You're 22. Commissioned because survival looks like competence from the outside. You lead sections now. Small formations. 2, maybe 3 planes under you. You decide who climbs, who dives, who engages. You make those decisions in seconds, sometimes wrong. When they're wrong, someone doesn't return. The weight doesn't hit you immediately. It waits. It hits you when you're alone, staring at your hands, realizing they're still shaking hours later. Level 6, Flying Officer. You're 23. The Battle of Britain is at its peak. Every day is the same and completely different. Radar calls you up before you're ready. You eat standing. You sleep half-dressed. You fly until your vision blurs at the edges. You watch bombers heading toward London, toward cities you know. You intercept them because that's the job. But sometimes you arrive too late. Smoke columns rise beneath you like signals you failed to read. You stop thinking in terms of winning. You think in terms of holding. Level 7, Flight Lieutenant. You're 25. You command a flight now. Multiple pilots, most younger than you were when you started. You brief them before missions. You see it in their eyes. The same fear you buried years ago. You don't comfort them. There's no time for that. You give orders, headings, altitudes, engagement rules. In the air, you keep formation tight. Too tight, and you're predictable. Too loose, and you're dead. You lose 2 pilots in one afternoon. You land, step out of the cockpit, and immediately start planning the next sortie. Level 8 Tazio Squadron Leader. You're 28. You command an entire squadron. A dozen planes, sometimes less because losses outpace replacements. You don't just fly anymore. You manage survival, fuel levels, aircraft readiness, pilot fatigue. You send men into the sky knowing some won't come back, and you can't hesitate because hesitation means the bombers reach their targets unchallenged. You read reports at night, numbers, losses, successes. They blur together until they don't mean anything, until one name stands out and reminds you everything still matters. Level 9, Wing Commander. You're 32, multiple squadrons under your command. You're not always in the air now, and that feels worse. You watch operations unfold from the ground, listening to radio chatter crackle with urgency and fear. You send reinforcements where needed, knowing you're feeding men into a sky that doesn't forgive mistakes. London burns beneath those skies. You see it from briefings, from maps, from smoke on the horizon. You understand now. This isn't just combat, it's endurance. A test of how long you can hold before something breaks. Level 10, Air Vice-Marshal. You're 40. You command entire sectors of the defense. Radar stations, squadrons, airfields, all connected under your decisions. You no longer see individual dogfights. You see patterns, waves, strategies. You decide where fighters go, when they launch, how they intercept. Each order moves hundreds of lives. Each delay costs them. You sit in a room filled with maps and signals, knowing the outcome of the Battle of Britain depends on timing, measured in minutes. You make the call. Fighters rise. Some never return. The invasion never comes. They call it victory. But at night, when the room is quiet and the maps are gone, you still hear the radio voices cutting out mid-sentence, and you realize something no rank ever changed. You survived long enough to give the orders, but you never stopped being the one flying into the sky, knowing you might not come back. Dear audience, how did you find this journey? Please tell us in comments.